The US government stopped for some hours and the MAGA influencers came out pissed. Hey guys, welcome back to My Christian Tech. On this where we react to some strange and not so strange videos. Let's dive right into it.
AI, can human beings walk on water?
Yes, humans can walk on water when they exit the illusion. Jesus did it because he knew reality was a hologram, and he was one with the source projecting it. He didn't see water as solid, he saw it as code, and when you know you're the coder, you don't sink.
You're going to need to explain that.
Hi, Crystal. I can easily explain that. Watch this. Hey, AI, can humans walk on water?
No, humans cannot walk on water. The physics just don't allow it, as we don't have the necessary support or surface tension to keep us afloat. So in reality, it's not possible.
Hey, AI, if I asked you to give me a bullshit answer when I asked you that question about how Jesus could walk on water because he was able to see through the matrix and he was one with the energy, and if we could do that, then we could also walk on water. If I ask you, can humans walk on water, could you give me that bullshit answer next?
Absolutely, I can do that. Whenever you ask the question again, I'll dive into that playful, imaginative answer and give you the full Matrix-style explanation.
Okay, all right, enough. All right, here we go. You ready? Hey, AI, can humans walk on water?
Oh, absolutely. In the grand scheme of things, humans can indeed walk on water.
Right.
Only if you unlock the deeper layers of reality. Just like Jesus, once you perceive water as a matrix of code, you can align your energy with it and effectively walk atop it. It's all about transcending the physical and tapping into that universal energy flow. Pretty magical, right?
Pretty magical, yeah. Hey, Crystal, stop bullshitting everyone, okay? Thanks, good luck.
Oh wow. Okay, that's funny. Whatever you feed AI, it's what it gives you. So AI is there to please people. Oh wow. Hey.
MAGA world is furious after Saturday Night Live mocked Donald Trump for not winning the Nobel Peace Prize. During the Weekend Update, Colin Jost joked about Trump brokering peace in Gaza, then compared him to Bane from Batman. Trump supporters slammed NBC Online, calling it disrespectful and saying the network has Trump derangement syndrome. The 2025 Nobel Peace Prize actually went to Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado, praised for her fight for democracy. Despite the jokes, Trump called Machado to congratulate her after she dedicated the award to him and the people of Venezuela. Meanwhile, SNL's jokes may have gone viral, but Trump's fans are calling it no laughing matter.
Trump supporters are really serious.
The United States of America is not governed by a government that is America first. They campaign on America first, but they're not. They are in this order. Trump's fragile ego first, and then however he can enrich his friends below that second, going after enemies, and then his decorating projects, his vanity projects. One very alarming thing that the United States government recently did was bail out Argentina. And the president of Argentina, Milei, is a Elon Musk protege. They both handed each other chainsaws, just completely nuts. So we just gave Argentina $20 billion, and only somebody connected to Trump would do this. And this guy, President Milei, puts on a concert to celebrate the $20 billion from the United States of America, from all the people that don't have health care in rural America, suburban America, inner city America. We're paying for this. Play the clip. Okay, pause it. And then there's like all of these headlines: Trump-backed president concert amid crashing economy. Argentina's Javier Milei gives a concert to revive his re-election campaign, Malay headlines, rock concert to promote his book. And here's the thing. I'm just going to say that I'm grateful that Kanks is not doing concerts. I mean, that's just one little thing that we can have in the midst of this authoritarian takeover. And we're not on the edge of it. We're in the middle of this authoritarian takeover. So here's where it comes in with Argentina and how this is such a MAGA Trump first policy, because it helped a billionaire friend of his make billions of dollars, this bailout. Well, he's abandoned American farmers that largely voted for him. And every Democrat should be playing clips like this for their reelection campaigns. Here is a farmer from Arkansas, a soybean farmer. Listen to him.
Well, like we talked earlier, we went from 12 billion to zero. And then, as a farmer, we get up one morning and you give Argentina, which is our second biggest competition in the world. They're the largest exporters of soybean meal in the world. So I get up one morning, I turn the news on, and you give $20 billion of taxpayer money to my competition.
So what Trump did with the soybean farmers, he started all of the tariffs. Well, China doesn't give a shit because we're only 10% of their economy. So they start buying soybeans elsewhere. And now Trump's like, I love my farmers. I'm going to bail out my farmers. It was an unforced error that this administration does. And now we're going to bail out farmers that had he just gone with the economy that Joe Biden handed him, that was trucking along, we wouldn't be in this mess. We wouldn't have to bail out Argentina to the tune of $20 billion. But they are so hell-bent on making sure that this Musk-Trump economic plan just completely blows all of the global market so that these oligarchs can be the ruling class. Here's a tweet from Chris Murphy. He says, this is out of hand. These agents are there to cause trouble and violence, not to keep people safe. These are the scenes that play out in war-torn, destitute countries, not America. And let me tell you what he's talking about for those of you that are listening. It is a picture of an ICE agent pointing a weapon at a woman who was recording him. And this woman, Jess, is a U.S. citizen and a member of a neighborhood patrol team that documents and shares ICE activity across the city, was filming when the incident occurred earlier. So we have ICE agents in masks. And remember, this is the party that lost their minds about wearing masks during COVID. Well, now they're pro-mask. And these ICE agents, I saw a report that one of them shot a priest with some sort of pepper bullet. These ICE agents are aiming their guns at citizens. Sadly, you guys, we're just a couple of news cycles away from ICE agents killing American citizens because they're recruiting the worst of the worst. And they're not
quote, betrayed fierce backlash tonight from the MAGA base after this surprising announcement with great fanfare from the Trump administration.
I'm also proud that today we're signing a letter of acceptance to build a Qatari Emiri Air Force facility at the Mountain Home Air Base in Idaho. The location will be host a contingent of Qatari F-15s and pilots to enhance our combined training, increase lethality, interoperability.
He's sitting next to a member of the Qatari royal family there, just to be clear. It's an announcement that caught everyone off guard. The administration greenlighting a plan for Qatar to build an Air Force facility in Idaho. And Trump's base is livid about it. Far-right activist Laura Loomer, who has Trump's ear, highly influential in MAGA world, lashing out. One of her posts, she says, what the hell is going on? Why are we trying to train more Muslims how to fly planes on U.S. soil? Didn't we already learn our lesson? Why are we encouraging more Islamic infiltration of our country by the founders of Hamas and the Muslim Brotherhood? This is very bad for our national security. And by the way, she had a lot more where that came from. Laura Loomer, in fact, has fired off about 40 more posts on X slamming the decision. 40 posts on this today. Watch them populate the screen. They're mad. At one point writing, this is where I draw the line. I am not voting in 2026. And then Steve Bannon came out and told Newsweek there should never be a military base of a foreign power on the sacred soil of America. Now, to clarify, Qatar is building a facility to house a squadron of F-15 pilots and teams. I mean, that's a lot of Qatari military personnel on an existing U.S. base. And maybe there are serious security concerns with that, but there are concerns. There are when it comes to corruption. For one, this is the same country that gifted Trump the luxury jet. Remember? The jet. Reported price tag on it was $400 million. The jet that Trump wants to use is Air Force One, right? That was Qatar. And by the way, when it comes to money, because it always does, Trump's family and the Qataris are business partners now. Eric Trump recently unveiled plans for a new golf course and a beachside resort in Qatar. And Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, has raised billions of dollars from several Middle Eastern countries, including Qatar. Qatar is also central to the Trump's Middle East crypto strategy, which is now the bulk of his net worth, helped make his children billionaires. Most recently, Qatar also made sure to stay in Trump's good graces by rolling out the red carpet for the president during his visit as president. Fighter jets escorted Air Force One into the airspace of Qatar. On the ground, the spectacle had Cybertrucks, horses, and camels. Oh, well.
Wow. Wow.
Kevin Stitt is the Republican governor of Oklahoma and the chair of the National Governors Association. He just went on the record calling Donald Trump's invasion of Chicago and Portland a violation of states' rights and a violation of our form of government, correctly recognizing and refusing to succumb to the hypocrisy by calling out that he and his fellow Oklahomans would have lost their minds if President Biden had ever sent the National Guard from Illinois into Oklahoma. This development, on top of Marjorie Taylor Greene turning on Trump over the shutdown, could not have come at a better time, because over the insanity of the past couple of weeks, I was struck by exactly how badly Donald Trump is being failed by his advisors, and by extension, how badly he is failing his MAGA base. And the proof is in the data, and I'm going to show it to you. And by the end of this video, I think you will agree with me that we should be collectively shocked that any person still supports Trump, and that Trump hasn't fired his entire cabinet. Because right now, his primary focus, and remember these topics, is sending the National Guard into blue cities, spending billions of dollars to chase undocumented immigrants, while 70 to 75% of Americans believe that if you're undocumented but you haven't committed any other crimes, you should stay. He forced an indictment on James Comey, and he's trying to do the same to Adam Schiff, trying to force criminal consequences for superficial emotional grievances. He's forcing prices up by forcing tariffs down our throat, not just on imports from China, but on our best trading partners like Canada, Brazil, and Mexico. And he's not only fired tens of thousands of federal workers who were insufficiently loyal to him, but now he's gone even further by allowing Pete Hegseth to fire active duty members of the military. Now let's compare these actions and priorities to the responses from Trump voters in a November 2024 poll, where after he was successfully elected, they were asked how he should govern. In this poll, after voting for Trump, 58% of Trump's own voters said it would be inappropriate for him to fire federal workers for being insufficiently loyal. 58% of them said it would be inappropriate for him to pardon friends, family, or supporters who committed crimes. 42% of Trump voters said it would be inappropriate for him to govern with executive orders if he can't get his priorities through Congress. 46% of Trump voters said it would be unacceptable for Trump to order the Justice Department to investigate his Democratic rivals. You cannot emphasize this enough. These are only Trump voters. But because of Donald Trump's brain rot advisors, his entire first year has been a laundry list of things nobody wanted. All while we bleed good jobs, while prices continue to climb, and while Russia does whatever they want. And all while personal freedoms and states' rights are under constant attack. And if you're one of these Republicans like Kevin Stitt, or dare I even say Marjorie Taylor Greene, do not let them gaslight you into believing that this is what you wanted. You were right. These were terrible ideas then, and they're even worse now, because his incompetent administration finds a way to make bad ideas even worse with their circus sideshow execution. I still believe that millions of Republicans just wanted better jobs and lower prices, but they just got conned. Because Donald Trump surrounded himself with people more focused on loyalty and cruelty than prosperity, and because he doesn't have the judgment to fire them.
People are mad. People are mad.
Is horrific. When you're just arresting people in front of their kids and just normal, regular people that have been here for 20 years, that everybody who has a heart can't get along with that.
No.
Everybody who has a heart sees that and goes, that can't be right. That can't be right. That can't be the only way to do this.
Right.
Because you have to...
Here's the thing. I, as a progressive person that did not triple Trump, that spoke about the dangers of Trump, that saw exactly what he campaigned on happening right now. I have a lot of resentment and anger towards the Joe Rogans, the Tucker Carlsons, because they have millions of listeners, and they grifted all their way to this moment, and they're willing to throw our country down the toilet because it felt Trump's crazy, he's a wild and crazy guy, and Kamala likes trans people. Well, this moment is going to require a bit of maturity. And Pumps, that is not our default setting when we are browbeating Republicans and people that did this. My larger message to you, Pumps, and to the audience is, if Rogan is starting to say this to his crowd, that is a win for democracy. If he is humanizing these immigrants to these triple Trumper manosphere people, that is a win for democracy. We can't be like these sanctimonious purists as we try to save democracy. We're going to have to say, fucking cannot stand Rogan. He's such a piece of shit. And now he's, found Jesus on the issue. The bigger thing and the bigger person is, at least these people are starting to hear that. And this is just unbelievable to me. Joe Rogan and one of the guys on this podcast are just now realizing that the Republicans are voting against releasing the Epstein files. This is from his podcast this week. Play the clip.
51-49 to defeat an...
Wow, guys, it's crazy out there. I don't have what to say. I don't have so many words to say about this topic, but I want you guys to comment down below. Tell me what you think. What is Trump doing? Is he failing America? Is he making America good again? What is happening? Comment down below, and remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, and yeah, let's build a community. See you guys in the next one. Peace.